Manchester United have beaten Sheffield United 4-2. Manchester United have made that real difficult for themselves this evening, as we've always done this season. But we've managed to actually claw victory in this game and get 4 goals. I mean, since the turn of the year, the goals have increased, but we're still letting a shit ton in. And I mean, obviously there's a number of injuries and we've got concerns there. That isn't a first 11, no doubt about it. But this is against, no disrespect to the Sheffield United team, but it's one of the poorest teams that has ever played in the Premier League, in my opinion. They haven't got the lowest points ever, but that doesn't mean to say they're not one of the poorest teams ever. This Premier League season has got a number of teams down the bottom that are really poor, and these have let a shit ton of goals in. They're getting relegated. And although Manchester United in the first half have had chances, they've had a massive amount of possession, which hasn't always been the case, even against the poorer sides. The likes of Luton have had more possession than Manchester United this season. And although we've had chances, I mean, in this game, I mean, Garnacho and people like that are missing a number of good chances in this game to score. We've actually ended up still coming away with the victory in the second half, but we did go 1-0 down. A horrendous error from Andrea Onana. I mean, how many more fucking mistakes is this geezer going to make this season? I mean, he has improved over the last few months and made less mistakes, but that wasn't even a goalkeeping one, that was a fucking pass. I mean, Jesus Christ, that was just completely and utterly sloppy, and we're 1-0 down. I mean, we have come back from a slab bed Maguire header, nice header from Slab to get us back before half time, and then fucking 2-1 early in the second half. I thought, fuck's sake, we're never going to come back and win this game, but we've managed to make it 2-2. We did score, and then they gave the penalty, and I'm not too sure if there would have been uproar if that had not gone in, that penalty, but the referee did blow before the ball went in the back of the net, so it's what it is. But Bruno Fernandes dispatched it like he normally does, and then Bruno Fernandes later on in the game, when it looked like it was, I mean, I thought Manchester United could win this game actually. I mean, these no disrespect, are a poor side, so I actually thought Manchester United might get the third in this game and just nick this game 3-2. I mean, that's not anything to shout about, to be honest, considering how shocking we've been lately. I personally think that Manchester United should be putting these sort of teams to the sword. I don't think there's really any other thing that Manchester United should be doing other than putting these teams to the sword. Anything other than that is just not acceptable, in my opinion. But we did get the third through Bruno Fernandes, a wonder strike from him. And I mean, he was fantastic this evening, he really was. And he was the creator for the final and 4th goal from Rasmus Højlund, which was great to see that Højlund getting on the score sheet. He's been in poor goal scoring form recently, and it's nice to see him get a tap in there, which he needs to get them type of goals to take his goal tally to 15, 16 goals a season, to sort of 20, 25 goals in the next few seasons. But it is positive that Manchester United have scored 4 goals in this game. The 250th Academy player made his debut tonight. Wheatley coming on in the dying minutes, I think it was about 5 minutes or so to go. Scored 2 goals yesterday for the under-18s to clinch that under-18s Premier League trophy. So fantastic achievement for the Manchester United Academy. 250 fucking players have made their debut from coming through the Manchester United Academy. It's a shame that Egghead didn't at the end bring someone else on. He could have brought Harry Amas on for the dying minutes. I don't know what happened there. I think we'd only used 4 substitutions up, so I don't know why he didn't bring another one on when he brought them players on. So he took Kobe Mainoo off and brought Sophie and Amrabat on as well. He could have made another one then, because I mean, he was probably shitting himself with the 9 minutes of stoppage time at the injury time that we were going to concede 2 goals. Maybe that's why he didn't make another sub. We could have given another Davidson there. That's the only down disappointment from the victory, to be honest, that I see, that I would have liked to see. Maybe Harry must get 5-10 minutes there at the end, because I think he's deserved it this season with his performances for Manchester United, and players are probably going to start coming back to fitness soon, so it's unlikely that he'll probably get, I mean, he might get a debut towards the end of the season, who knows, we will have to wait and see how it plans out. But the good thing about that win tonight is it's cemented us a bit more in that position behind Spurs, because Newcastle have lost and Chelsea lost yesterday. We don't want to fall behind them two teams and end up in that Europa League conference. That's not what I want to do. If we're going to end up in Europe, it's got to be, for me, the Europa League. I'd much prefer to play in that than the Europa League conference. No fucker wants to play in that. Anyway, we've won the game. Obviously, Bruno Fernandes was definitely man of the match in this game. There's no question about that. He's been in blistering form lately. Hopefully he can continue that between now and the end of the season, and we can finish in that 6th position now and just see out the season, and hopefully do a minor miracle in the FA Cup final. I mean, nothing to shout about tonight. I wasn't celebrating any of the goals, to be honest, because there's just nothing to shout about with this season. There really isn't. I mean, we could have. I mean, when we went 2-1 down, I thought we could fucking lose this game of football, and you know, it's just not good enough. It really isn't. I mean, certain players, I mean, Dalot tonight missing a sitter in that second half. I mean, it's like some of these fuckers are doing it just to get Egghead the sack. It really is. And if that is the case, that some of these are putting in poor performances, not giving their all to get Egghead the sack, then that is a disgrace. We know Erik ten Hag's got to go. We pretty much, I pretty much feel like that the writing is completely on the wall for this manager at Manchester United, and I think he knows that he is going. And maybe it's rubbing off on some of these players, but they still should be giving their all, because, I mean, there's no chance of getting the Champions League spot now, but you still want to just finish on a high this season. You want to score as many goals as you can. You want to get that goal difference to plus and not to minus, just to end the season on a high. I just want Manchester United to win games of football, even if there's nothing really to play for in these types of games. You can't get too excited about it, but it is what it is. And it's just about getting some momentum going, and some of these players scoring more goals, the younger ones, the likes of Højlund, getting some goals now between the end of the season, ready for next season. It really is. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and please do hit the share button if you're watching on Facebook, and I'll talk to you all again soon. See you.